It's the God in me that sees the God in you.
Welcome to your reading. There's going to be some action going on behind me. So, welcome to our um, community of kittens. It's raining outside and storming, so they're all inside. What messages do you have for us? Most of us are in our new beginnings. I'll be in a different location next week, but this location has been some deep introspection and just kind of adapting to the new world. Yeah, put in the comments if you're in the same boat, adapting to your new world, and we're going to see what messages want to come. Spirit, please give us the messages and the ears to hear what they are. So let's see what we have to start. We have justice. The Six of Pentacles. Isn't that the ACIM lesson today? It is in giving that I receive, something like that, or it was yesterday's. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Seven of Wands. So your major arcana is the Justice, and I'm going to clarify these in a little bit, but it's kind of like balance is settling in. If you're in your new beginning and it's been tumultuous, just adapting, then you're beginning to reap the rewards of stability, and the efforts that you've made have paid off, and there's light surrounding this woman who is balancing these two bowls. You are in a state of acceptance, balance, and stability right now. You are learning that to give is to receive, and you're also giving to yourself, which could be quite new for some of you. You are giving to yourself first, which leaves you with the energy and the patience to give to others. And so there's a feeling of balance in your exchanges. If you can see, they're exchanging this, and yeah, they're going to have some energy to get out. So there's just a balancing in your personal life and in your relationships, and it's because you have put up these boundaries, and you have used defense in a way that serves. So you're defending against the ego or the negative thought system or the lies, the mind, and the chaos. These wands represent all those doubt thoughts that want to say, this is scary, you're in the unknown, you're too old, you're too fat, you're too tired, all those thoughts that are not real. And it's just a stream of consciousness. And your job is to notice those thoughts and overlook them. Wonderful. So let's get some cards to clarify those three. Please clarify justice. One more shuffle, and these are out of order. Clarify justice. We have the King of Cups. So you have found emotional stability within your heart and your emotions. So what that's telling me is right now you're balanced. And although emotions may be coming to the surface, you're able to detach and observe and really stay in. Yeah, there's like a momentum that you're riding right now of allowing this healing and these doubt thoughts to come in and go. And you're finding stability in the waters of the emotions. Let's see what the Six of Pentacles is clarified by. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a new beginning in your relationships as well. And it's positive. It's like, oh, there's two cards here. I'm only taking one. So the Wheel of Fortune, gosh, I mean, it's always turning. But right now it's turned. You have literally co-created with the universe, manifested a new beginning. And there's an equal exchange in your mind of like you don't feel like you're giving all your energy away and receiving nothing back. Everything you give, you receive God's grace. You're receiving God's grace in all you do because you're doing things with integrity, because you're doing things in alignment. You're now in alignment. The energy you're giving away is not what's not meant for you anymore. You know, you've already washed out those things that haven't served, and it hasn't been easy. You know, it's been challenging. Look at this. These are challenges. You have taken on these challenges and succeeded. The Emperor, oh my God. So I clarified this card, the Seven of Wands, and we got the Emperor. The Emperor is really the theme of this year, coming into authority of your own life and co-creating with the universe. But it has meant that you've had to, you know, decipher, discern boundaries, what, you know, the Course in Miracles says, even if a brother asks you to do something that's insane, do it anyway if it doesn't hurt you or anyone else. But you can't just say yes to everything. You had to, at some point, learn to discern, you know, is this guided? And we have to go within and pray. We have to learn to pray about everything and then follow our heart, follow our joy. And that's not always easy. And we do end up usually making a lot of mistakes along the way, but that's how we learn. So you're, you know, these beautiful, beautiful energies of justice, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor. You know, justice has been served in your life, whether you're seeing the benefits of that or not. The work you've put in for the truth, for integrity, for consistency in your own life and in your own mind, those efforts are paying off. So that's what they want you to know. The boundaries, the practice, all that you've done, you're coming into an Emperor energy and into a kind and gentle leader of your own life and of the life that you want for yourself. I want to grab some cards from the Light Series deck because it's my favorite deck. And I have several of my decks with me, which I haven't had for, I don't have them all, but I haven't had them in a long time. And so I'm happy to have some different decks. The Two of Cups. I'm really getting that you're coming into alignment with yourself. We'll get some more cards and see if this is about a love interest. But right now, you know, I'm feeling like the duality of the parts of yourself, the spirit and the ego, are coming into balance, meaning you're overlooking the ego, realizing that it's always going to be there because the whole world is the ego. We're eternal, we're spirit. So you're dealing with, you know, the ego and the spirit, love and fear at all times. And it's your job to you know, make the final judgment and to choose love over fear in every moment and to judge with love your brother and yourself. So that's the duality that is being healed. If you are hurt, will you react with love or fear? It's really beautiful. Oh my God. Judgment. As you can see, you are shedding this skin of fear and coming into love. Love is lighter. Fear is heavy and dense. Love is the light. The light is who we are. And that is what you are coming into now. It is an amazing, and we want to, it's an amazing energy. It's an amazing feat. And we want, you know, the message is that we want to stay in the gratitude. We want to stay in the acknowledgement that this is happening. And we don't want to get lazy in our mind with complaining and overlooking all the miracles that have happened in our life. So one of the things that happens when things start to go right and you get balance and your relationship starts to work and you come into the Emperor energy and you put up these boundaries, the balance is all over this reading. You're in balance with your higher self has come, you know, by balance, I mean your higher self is in the forefront, but there can be a tendency to get lazy. So they're just saying stay in gratitude because that will produce more results of love. I don't know how that message came in for someone. Stay in the gratitude. You know, continue to be grateful for all the gifts. Yeah, here it is, the Five of Swords. If you let this self-doubt and self-talk, if you give it your energy, if you acknowledge it and sit with the chaos instead of overlook it, at this point, you don't have to sit with this energy anymore. And they're just saying, don't let, doubting Tom, I don't know why they would say that. Don't let doubting Nancy, don't let the people and the thoughts take you out of your peace. You've earned it. Stay with it. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards. Let's get some advice from the spirit with what to do now that you come into this, stability and balance, and you're still being asked to stay in grace and gratitude and overlook era. So let's see what other messages want to come through with the Forest Oracle deck. Renewal. There's been a purifying, a letting go. You're a different person than you were before. And I know that you can feel that energy. So you're going to react and respond differently to things. You may be feeling extra sensitive, the things that you did before, that they may not work at all for you. And that can be, frustrating. It can be frustrating that the things that used to make you feel good or happy or calm aren't working anymore. But that's just part of coming into this new self. The higher self needs different things than the ego. So it's a simplicity, it's a simplifying. You might be asked to lighten your load, travel lightly. You might be asked to let go of some relationships. Nothing major, because all the major work has been done. Just be very prayerful before you call someone, before you take something, before the foods you may be very sensitive to food and drinks right now. I mean, I know that these are form things and it's all an illusion, but it's very important that you use the symbols of the world to learn how to choose what's right for you. This is all part of the path, learning what, works for you and what doesn't. And that could be completely different than what made you happy and worked for you a year ago or even a month ago. So these energies are ever changing. You're in a new world now. Yeah, transmutation. You've transmuted these energies through the fire within you, and that is not easy energy. This renewal has taken place through a burning. Patience. Yeah, they're just saying, just have patience, because this kind of energy it's not, it's not everyday energies. It's huge life changes, and just be patient with these energies. You're at the other end. I like to look at it as you've already made it up the hill, but you still have to go down, and it's not going to be as hard, but it's still not easy to go downhill up a steep hill. Let's see what this deck was. This is just another deck I found that I really like. Let's see what this has. Adversity. Okay, so let me just see. I accept that challenges are the best way to grow. You can take on, I love that this came up, because the challenges don't feel the same to you anymore. There may have been some frightening things that you went through, but the adversity can be looked at from a place of light and clarity now. Things are clear to you now. You do know, you may not know exactly what it's going to look like or exactly what the steps are, but there is clarity. And so it can feel like adversity, because you may be praying, what's it going to look like? What am I going to do in this new beginning? Who's going to be there? I mean, you may be in a completely new place and the new's not there yet. So that can feel like adversity, but it doesn't have to be. You can be, and it's going to happen a lot more quickly if you can just be in the energy of curiosity. And in that curiosity and excitement, Don't label it as fear, label it as excitement. In that excitement and curiosity and just that love energy, it's just going to slip in the steps, the people to connect with. It's happening for me. It's like breadcrumbs. So follow those breadcrumbs. Nothing that you do from here on has to be forced. Nothing that you do from here on will you have to ask someone else, should I do this? The answers are now, they've always been inside you, but you're aware that that's the only way for you now to go inside. What is it? You want to go outside? One moment, please. Okay. Let's get some cards from the Wisdom Oracle deck. This used to be my favorite deck. I still love it. I'm going to get 3 cards now. Okay, peace to the sea and clean it up. We got this again. So, yeah, I love clean it up because if there are thoughts that are taking you away from your peace, be extra vigilant. So that's just saying, watch your mind. That's your job now, to watch your mind. You're in your new beginning. To the sea and peace is what's surrounding, clean it up. So you can choose to go with the flow and peace. That just means that it's here for you now. It's available to you and here for you now. So clean up anything that is not going with the flow and that is not peace. Clean that up. I want to pull one more card from the Course in Miracles deck. Let me not see myself as limited. Okay, so when you're in a new beginning, you don't want to put any limitations, or even we ask for too little, and our imagination can go crazy. So we want to keep it with the spirit and let the ideas of the spirit come to our mind. The Holy Spirit is very soft and quiet. The ego is loud. So just be aware of that when you're in this new beginning. It's like treat yourself like a newborn, like a new baby, like everything. Even, when a baby's in the belly, a mother can be extra sensitive to who she surrounds herself. And the same thing with babies and children. This is you. Nurture and take care of this newborn life you're in. You are not limited in any way. You can fly now. So it's very important that what you feed. So I was watching this series that my sister suggested, and I had to stop watching it, even though I was really interested. But it was, I don't watch TV, but she told me I'd love it, and I started thinking about it at night, and it didn't feel good, and I was so addicted to it. But I had to stop watching it. I don't know what's going to happen because that I had to make a choice that what I put into my mind is only going to be helpful. That's integrity. That's being in alignment with the truth. That's choosing your ultimate highest self. Kitty's on fire. So you have some really beautiful energies here. I just want to say also that I've received several donations this week, and it couldn't have been more of an answer to my prayer to keep doing this. The views have been a little lower, and I was just praying about if I should keep this channel going. And I just want to say thank you, and that your donations do really help. And also your comments and your likes. I just feel like this is so helpful for me, and I am so grateful to be able to do it. And I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. And if you have the ability to make a donation and you feel inspired, please do. And thank you so much. There's so many exciting things that I would like to do. And one of them is keep this channel going, and I'd like to do it more often. So thank you so much for joining me. Those are the messages that I have for you, and I'll see you next time.
I surrender my plans to you.